on. Alright. Gonna turn on the stream chat right now. And while that happens, I want to welcome all of you wonderful ladies and gentlemen who are joining in to watch the Baltic Trackmania League. So we're still waiting on some people to join. We might be 3, we might be more. We will see for this first match here on for the Masters round of things. Then we'll go on to Challengers, then Amateur 1, and then Amateur 2. As always, if you like what you see, please press that follow button. And if you don't, I mean, I don't know what else I can do here. Other than try my best to appease to everyone. I know that I can't make everyone happy, all at the same time. And that's, Kuzi just messing around. So far, we are 3. Kuzi is the only one still driving. Bitsy is with us. We also have SRK. We'll see if anyone else joins. The Baltic Trackmania League consists of players from 3 countries of the world: Lithuania, Latvia, and Estonia. And so we will see if any players join us for some of these games. They're just getting ready here, just playing around, just warming up. And yeah, it seems like a very empty lobby here at the start of today. Yes, it is 16 o'clock mid-European time. It's the start time for this tournament. For this week's matches. It's not a tournament. Yes, it is written 9:10 up above over here. Don't mind that. That is just me being in Eastern North American time. So Colby is not playing. We have 5 minutes until the game starts for this series, for the Masters. Afterwards, we'll go on to the Challengers. Nustic also isn't here. I think Critty is the other player that we're missing. Critty is sadly missing in action, as it's written in the chat. So, if at least Critty could join, maybe later on if he misses a few rounds, won't be the end of the world. Make up some points. But for right now, Vinjo is in. He will not be playing right away. He's just going to be spectating, I do believe. Or is that... No. Is Kuzi playing? Kuzi. Vinjo playing? Oh yeah, that's right. Vinjo does play in Masters now. That's right, that's right. Pretty sure. Yeah, I just checked that. So we'll have 4 players for the Masters here. Oh, Critty is here, so 5 players. There you go. The representative for Estonia in the Masters. Critty is here, ladies and gentlemen, and we got players from all 3 countries ready to go. I should take off that top over there. It is 9:12, which means in 3 minutes' time will be the start of this Masters matchup. Vinjo comes in first. That's why I stayed with him. You know, I knew he was going to get first. That's right. I should be. What is it? Setting up my stream. And sending that to the wonderful ladies and gentlemen that are going to watch said stream. Alright. Scuff streamer. I'm not following the warm up. Oh no. How dare I? How dare I? Colby will not be with us. Nustic doesn't seem to be here either. So we're gonna have Bitsy, SRK. We're gonna have ourselves Critty. We're gonna have... I don't know who else is gonna be playing with us. I don't know if Devinjo is playing, but it does feel like he will be. Alright, sorry for not looking at chat this entire time. If anyone's been talking, I'm sorry I did not get to see your message. I've just set up everything as I have, and we're going in for the warm-up lap here before the start. And here are the players that are going to be playing. It's going to be Pretty, Kuzi, Devinjo, and Bitsy. Domamiko is in Challenger, if I do recall. SRK seems to not be playing either today. Big sigh. He might have been relegated down to, what is it? Down to Challenger, though, I'm not sure. I don't have that information, sadly. So, as the warm-up laps go on here, we get to see... Ooh, Kuzi messes that one up. Yeah, this is the risky finish, and that's the risk in it, right? Taking that risk to take the finish that way. You're slightly off on your angle, and you'll end up having to reset. Most of the times, there won't be enough time to get the reset off. Game 1 out of 20 is underway. Here we have 4 maps, and it's the player with the most points at the end of the 20 rounds that will win today's match. Devinjo is 4th, with Bitsy in 1st, Freddy in 2nd, Kuzi in 3rd. Devinjo overtakes for 3rd place. Kuzi now in 4th. Pretty. He's catching up over to Bitsy here. There he is. He's going to try and overtake Bitsy, though, with some really good lines. Gets no airtime off of the hump there. He's got the better lineup coming in. He's got to go a little bit wide. He's slightly wide, but he still makes it in with the risky finish. Kuzi makes it in 3rd, with Devinjo in 4th, getting re-overtaken at the end there as we looked at the action up front. Bitsy wins the 1st round. SRK has been relegated, alright. Just making sure. And Davinjo, since his week 2 happenings, he seems to be up here in Masters League, so good for him as well. So we go on to the second round. Bitsi once again in the lead, gets overtaken for a short bit by Kuzi, but he's gonna be relegated back to last place here. As he flies high, let's go on with Davinjo, who is in third. Bitsi high up on the bobsleigh. He's sideways and he's out of the round. Critty takes first, and Davinjo in second here. Kuzi is in third. There he is. And let's watch the action from Kuzi's perspective. Critty in first, trying to take his first win there. Davinjo gets a little bit of airtime, and so Critty will extend his lead. Kuzi tries to overtake him. He's gonna take the safe finish, get himself... Wait. What happened to Critty? What? How did Critty not finish? Did he go wide? That looked like he went completely through. Oh my goodness, and Kuzi makes a big mistake there. Let's go on with the pack of 3 remaining. I don't know what just happened to Critty there. Had a sure win in the bag. Instead comes in 4th. Good thing that the top 4 here, the first place gets 15 points, and the last place do get 8 points. So it's not that much coming in 4th, but it is a lot to not finish, right? You get 0 points for not finishing. And so here's the fight between Critty and Bitsi. Critty still in the lead, hopefully. He doesn't squander it this time. No airtime for either Bitsi or Critty. And Bitsi taking the more inside line. Critty can just cruise to the finish here. He's going to finish this time around. And he's going to get it. Very nice time indeed. Davinjo comes in last, but he still gets a finishing time. And Critty jumps from 4th to 2nd. He should be in 1st, but instead is only in 2nd. Bitsi still in 1st with 37 points. Davinjo in 4th with 31. So everyone is very close together. All it takes is for Davinjo to come in 1st here. He could go from 4th to 1st, but it doesn't seem like it's going to be the case as he hits the wall here. Let's go on with Kuzi. Bitsi in 1st, Critty in 2nd. Fighting for 1st and 2nd place. Kuzi with a good landing. Almost catches up there. No one messes up the bobsleigh up in front here. Kuzi with more speed. He's going to make a run for Critty and Bitsi here. Bitsi overtakes Critty. He's now in 1st and by a little bit of a larger margin here. Critty tries to join up and he's going to mess up by getting some airtime. And Kuzi will overtake for 2nd place. Kuzi, he's going to get some airtime of his own. Bitsi, he's going to keep his lead. Kuzi now going for the risky finish. Will he reach it? No, he won't. And he's going to get re-overtaken by Critty. Davinjo once again in last place. Kuzi stays in 3rd despite his mess up there. But that's what happens when you take the risky finish. And now the points gap is 13 from 1st place to 4th. And everyone is separated by just a few points here. And it seems like a trend is emerging. This is the last round of this map here. Then we'll go on to our 2nd map. Remember, 4 maps in total, a total of 20 rounds. So this is definitely not over. Davinjo hits the wall there. He's going to be relegated down to 4th with Bitsi in 3rd. He's far behind from Kuzi and Critty. Critty does not land cleanly. Kuzi will take the lead, but Critty tries to re-overtake, taking some tighter lines. Kuzi going way wide, giving Critty back the lead. And Critty, he takes a very large lead indeed. 1.5 tenths ahead of Kuzi here. That extends to 2.5. Going on to 3.25 as Critty, he almost goes wide, but he's going to make it through. Kuzi in 2nd, Bitsi in 3rd. And oh goodness, Davinjo not having a good time on this map. We're going to go on to our 2nd map here. And welcome everyone to the stream. Nustik is not driving, and Colby is not driving, sadly. Yeah, Nustik was so dominant that he just... he could take a day off and nothing would happen to him, I think. He was just so dominant in week 2 when I casted. I didn't cast week 1 or week 3. I was sick for week 3. I was as sick as a dog. I had a very bad cold there. Warm-up going on here. And once again, we got Davinjo, got Kuzi, Critty, and Bitsy. Bitsy right now in second place, tied for first with Critty at 62 points. They really were neck and neck when it came to that first map. Kuzi in third comfortably. He's only 8 points behind, but he's only 5 points ahead of Davinjo, who really struggled on that map. But as I said earlier, coming in fourth place will still give you 8 points. This map, though, is more of a run killer. You mess up somewhere, and you might not finish the round, and not finishing the round gives you 0 points. Right now, Davinjo and Kuzi tied for last place. And this current round, as Kuzi doesn't get a good zoop, and him and Bitsy will hit it off. Not right. Critty is in first with Davinjo in second. These are important points for Davinjo. He wants to get ahead of Critty, but Critty seems to be very, very solid on his lines. The Estonian, very strong so far. If he can finish in first in this round, he will take the lead of this matchup, but there are plenty more rounds to go. Davinjo taking a more inside line. He's got more speed than Critty. He overtakes and will take first. Very well played by Davinjo. Kuzi and Bitsy having their fight of their own. And Kuzi barely edges out Bitsy by 0.02 of a second. 2 extremely good races coming out after both of them hit the second checkpoint. Oh, wow. And that's how the first round, well, the 6th round, I should say, the first round of the second map ends. We want more of that, ladies and gentlemen. That was amazing. Critty still in first, Davinjo in second, Bitsy tries to overtake with a more inside line. He does. Kuzi is in last. We're watching it from his perspective, but we'll move on to Davinjo now as Kuzi knocks himself out of the round. Critty in first. Bitsy with more speed tries to overtake Critty, and he's going to do so. He's got more speed heading into the ice section. Critty loses his lead. Davinjo with a more inside line. Let's look at it from Bitsy's perspective. He hits the ice part, and he might not be able to finish here. Whereas Kuzi, he's not finishing either. Oh, wow. Those are some rough times. And at the front, Davinjo overtook Critty for first place. Once again, Davinjo, 2 wins, puts him up at the 3rd place. Kuzi absolutely struggling on this map. Bitsy gets relegated down to 2nd. Critty takes a 6-point lead ahead, but the score points are only 14 differential. Kuzi could win this round, and if Critty doesn't finish, he goes ahead of Critty. All those round wins for Critty could mean nothing at the end if Kuzi just wins 1 round and he doesn't finish. Critty and Bitsy fighting for first place. Davinjo in second. Davinjo in third, my bad. Kuzi in 4th. And they're very well separated here, all at the same speed, but all at different lengths from each other. Bitsy, he's going to take the lead from Critty, but Critty, can he get back? No, he can't. Kuzi will take 3rd, and Davinjo in 4th. Bitsy wins the round. And Critty with those points, very important. He's still 3 points ahead of Bitsy. Davinjo in 3rd still, but 3 points ahead of Kuzi. So 3-point gaps between 1st and 2nd, and 3rd and 4th. Let's hope that these gaps get closed up and we can get a 3, if not 4-person fight. DeVinjo is in last currently. Tries to overtake Kuzi. Will do so after the third checkpoint. Pretty and Bitsy once again fighting for that first place, as they have been for the entirety of this round, of this matchup, of this map. And that's the end for DeVinjo right there for this round in particular. This is round 9 out of 20. Every round is just as important as the other, but... Bitsy, he's in first. He's going a little bit too inside. Critty, has he overtaken? No! Once again, only separated by 1/100th of a second. Kuzi will take third place, and DeVinjo won't finish. And that's crucial for Kuzi. He goes up into third. And DeVinjo now, he's really far behind, 25 points. Could have mitigated that to only 17 points behind first place. Oh, my bad. Sorry for that. But now instead, he's behind by 25 points, as I just said. And he's behind third place by 7. Kuzi tries to overtake DeVinjo. He does with a much better and insider line. Bitsy and Critty once again fighting for that lead. Let's go on over with Critty here, who is behind Bitsy. Barely by a 10th, but Critty, he's got more speed, will overtake Bitsy. Bitsy is now behind. Let's look at it from his perspective. The ice, who's got the ice better? They're neck and neck, but Bitsy's gone lower, and he's going to, no! Gets overtaken by Critty at the end with more speed. Kuzi will come in third, and can DeVinjo end? No, he won't, and that's another horrendous round for DeVinjo. He can't let these happen more often, because there's only 10 rounds left. Whew. Let me drink some water while these guys start up their warm-up on the third map. Zulus, for the cast, I do believe that I don't know if I'm doing these amateur 1 and 2. If Caspa wants to come on with me, he's totally allowed to, though. If Caspa wants to cast and wants someone to talk with or cast with, I mean, I'm down for him to come onto the stream, or I could join his stream if he wants to start up his. So this is a new map for the BTL here. The first 2 maps were maps I saw back in week 2. But every week there is a brand new map put into the pool. And this is one of them. Treasure Hunt by Arwen. We watch Critty, well, not make it there. And it's not the last turn, but it seems like it was the second to last turn. Only 1 checkpoint before finishing. Yeah, the problem is because I have other, I have work to do at noon. Right now, as you can tell, it's 9:30 here. So I have 2.5 hours left of casting left in me. And I don't know if amateurs are going to finish in time for me to be able to leave at noon. That's why. So that's why I only said challengers and masters for sure I could do. I don't know if I could do amateur 1. I think I could do amateur 1, but amateur 2 will be really tight if I do it. That's the biggest problem. First round of these 5, by the way. Sorry, I'm not paying attention here. Let's watch Bitsy and Critty. Once again, these two fighting tooth and nail for first place here. Critty and DeVinjo back there. Let's look at it from the overhead. Bitsy and Critty. Bitsy in first. Critty tries to overtake for second. Bitsy lagging a little bit here, but he will come in first, even though he hits the top of the finish pole. Critty will come in second, only 1/10 behind. DeVinjo will not finish this round again, and that is very rough for DeVinjo. Only 9 rounds left in these 20 round totals, right? 5 rounds per map here, and DeVinjo just doesn't seem ready. In the first 8 maps, in the first 8 rounds, he really kept up, but in the 8th round, he sorry, in the 9th round he didn't finish, in the 10th round he didn't finish, and now that's 3 rounds in a row where he doesn't finish. Kuzi also having some issues of his own, but at least he's finishing the rounds here. Poor Devinjo though, he's not having a good time out there. Critty is in first, Bitsy in second, trying to overtake him, trying to catch up to Critty. He's got a better line out of the dirt! And let's watch Critty here as he goes up to the last checkpoint here. He will make it to the finish with a very nice 52.9. Devinjo comes in second place. He very much so needed that. Kuzi in third, Bitsy in fourth. And that's going to leave Critty with a very nice lead indeed of 7 points. Critty and Bitsy will fight for first place, it seems. And it seems like Devinjo and Kuzi will be fighting for the latter places here, third and fourth. Unless one of these two at the front keep making mistakes, and that is Bitsy with a major one. He falls from first to fourth. Critty in first as right now, but Devinjo almost overtook him there, but he had a Monka-S line, as someone pointed out. Devinjo now in second, though, as Kuzi will hit the wall. Critty, he's roaring off into the sunset. Devinjo trying to catch up, hoping that Critty makes a mistake here. Can he make a mistake off the wall? No, he won't be. And he's still fast sailing into the last checkpoint we go. He won't mess it up. He won't mess up. Yes, he will mess up the last jump. And Devinjo, no! 6 1,000th of a round. Devinjo can't win it. Oh my goodness. I saw Critty there get the major slowdown, but he still had enough of a lead to be able to just edge out Devinjo to the line. Oh my goodness! And we go on to round number 14. Yeah, if Critty doesn't have that lead on Devinjo, that is a win for Devinjo. But Critty, lucky enough, he had about 5/10 on Devinjo there, and that gave him just enough speed. Let's look at it from Critty's point of view here. Behind Bitsy by quite a fair margin, 4.5/10. He hits the wall. Bitsy is in first now. Kuzi in second. Bitsy will watch him come in first here as he gets everything right. Kuzi falls off. Critty gets second place anyway. Devinjo just behind. And will Kuzi end? Yes, he will. Critty with still 9 points to his name, still ahead of Bitsy, but Bitsy slowly but surely clawing some of those points back. Kuzi comfortably in third, and sadly Devinjo with those 3 DNFs in a row from round 9 to round 11. It really cost him dearly, but now Devinjo has been fighting back on this map. He takes a very wide line through that one though, just to get enough speed to jump over the no engine block. And because of that, he's going to get relegated back down to third. Kuzi is 1 second behind the leader. Critty is 2 seconds behind Bitsy here. Bitsy keeping his lead intact. He's got a nice line. He seems a little bit wide. Can Critty take advantage? Well, he only claws back 0.5 Devinjo comes in third, Kuzi in fourth. And that is going to be the last round of this third map. 5 more rounds to go. 6 points separating Bitsy and Critty. Critty with a lead still. Ladies and gentlemen, we have plenty of amazing maps so far, and we've had finishes that were within hundreds and thousands of a second. I can't wait to see what the challengers and amateurs bring today. I don't know if Caspa is in the chat. If Caspa, as I said, I don't know if Zulus, you can talk with him. But if he wants to hop on my stream, or if he wants to start up his own and I join him, I'm happy to do either. This seems like more of an ice map, an icy dirt map. And it's all about how you manage your dirty and icy tires and how they mix together here. Dirty tires on ice is tough. Icy tires on dirt is tough. It makes for very, very Monka-esque steering, if you will. Pretty, doesn't seem to like the warm-ups all too much. And here we see some reactor boost. Oh yeah, I saw SRK driving this on his stream earlier today. Will they be going for the Zoops? Or will they be going it the safe route? We will see. Time to beat on this right now is a 56.7. But I'm sure they can do a little bit better than that. I did not see what the times were on the tryout server, but I might think that it's faster than that. Bitsy is in second with Devinjo in third. Pretty and Kuzi are dead. Devinjo gets overtaken by Bitsy, but he has more speed, so re-overtakes him into the dirt section here. Icy tires, Devinjo once again goes wide, but Bitsy goes over the penalty sand, and he goes over more penalty sand, slowing down a bunch. Devinjo will stay in first. He's ahead by almost 2/10 right now. Takes the inside line. It's slower. And Bitsy here has more speed. He's going to overtake Devinjo. Devinjo now in second, behind by a whole 10th. They don't go for the Zoop. And now it's Bitsy who's going to win that round. They're not going to go for the risky finish. Kuzi, he can't finish here. He doesn't have the speed. And will he be able to go for the lower finish? Yes, he gets the points. And those are some important points if he wants to keep Devinjo behind him. He's only ahead of Devinjo by 13 points. Meanwhile, let's look at the fight between Critty and Bitsy. 1 point separating them, 4 more rounds to go. Everyone uptight here. Everyone gets that nice ice turn drift perfectly. And Kuzi takes it really inside. He is in first place. Let's look at it from Bitsy's perspective. Look at that speed by Kuzi. He lands earlier too. And Bitsy, he's going to go over penalty sand once again. Devinjo with more speed. Bitsy going with the wider line gets overtaken by Devinjo. Devinjo though, going with the inside line, it's slower, but I think it's less risky for him. Still in first place, taking some weird lines. Bitsy going for the wide line. Then Devinjo went for the Zoop, and it won't happen. Kuzi messes up and gives Bitsy the win. And if you're Critty, that's exactly what you don't want. At least Critty came in second. Critty was going to come in last, but Bitsy was going to come in third. And that's less points for Critty to swallow here instead. Bitsy now takes a 2-point lead instead of a 1-point lead. Kuzi and Devinjo just messing up that turn. Really, really rough. Bitsy, where did he come out from? The speed out of this man. He's got himself the lead. And he's got himself so much speed. He's ahead by 3/10 over his rivals. Critty in second, Devinjo in third, Kuzi in fourth. With Bitsy very clearly in first. Bitsy taking the penalty sand and taking the wider line. Devinjo with more speed, but he has to take the wide approach. Devinjo going for the inside. Critty hits the wall. That's gifting Bitsy more points. Bitsy's in first. Devinjo is in second. It's all about the reactor here. Devinjo tried for the Zoop. It won't happen. No, Bitsy makes a mistake. And where's Bitsy right now? Will he come in second? Yes, he will. Devinjo in third. And Critty. Where's Critty? Critty didn't finish. And Critty doesn't finish. Bitsy, he takes the lead. He's got 14 points ahead of his rival Critty in second place. And Critty there hits the wall. That could be it for Critty here. Bitsy, Davinjo, and Kuzi. Let's look at it from Davinjo's perspective here. Bitsy is in first, Davinjo in second, Kuzi in third. Davinjo is right up Bitsy's rear here. And we know that Bitsy normally takes some weird lines in this section, but now it's Davinjo's turn. He's gonna go really wide, but he gets out of icy tires early. And because of that, he's got the lead. Bitsy falls behind Kuzi. And Kuzi is now... No, he's hit the wall. Because of that, Bitsy is in second place. All Davinjo's got to do here is finish in first. Yes, he does. And now we look at Kuzi, who comes in third. Bitsy in second. And that is it. Bitsy will win this round. Critty DNF'd. He forfeited the round. And he's... I understand frustration. I mean, yeah. Poor Critty, man. He fought so hard for that first place. It's just that this map isn't his, it seems. It doesn't seem to be Kuzi's either. And there's still a fight here between Davinjo and Kuzi. If Kuzi doesn't finish this map, and Davinjo comes in first or second, which is a very good possibility. I mean, if Kuzi doesn't finish, he will come in first or second. So Kuzi here needs to finish the map to keep Davinjo in fourth place and himself in first place. First and second place are solidified here, but all Kuzi has to do is literally finish. And Davinjo here, all he has to do is literally finish. But he has to finish ahead of Kuzi, and he has to do it smart. Davinjo, he's gonna go up, he's gonna finish first, but Kuzi is in second. Kuzi will keep third place, Davinjo in fourth. And here are the standings. Bitsy wins it all with a total of 247 points. Critty comes in second with 223. Kuzi in third with 199. Davinjo in fourth with 191. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of Masters. And we are going to go down to Challengers in just a little bit. And I don't know what to talk about for the next 15 minutes as we wait for that match to start.